Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Bukola. For the returning subscribers, you're welcome. And for those that have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bukola. No, I'm not just like that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bukola. And don't mind the impersonator. I don't know who that is. Today I am in DIFC. Okay, so today I am with my friend, the impersonator you just saw just now. I'm with her and she's from Nigeria as well, and we're about to talk about jobs and visas in the UAE. So I want you guys to hear from her perspective. And you know, she came to Dubai last year after me, and she's only been here for a couple of months and she doesn't have a job yet. And I know that that's like the situation many of you guys are in, and I don't want to just be the only one talking, because it's going to be like, oh, you already have a job, what do you have to say to us? So I want it to come from another person's perspective. I want somebody to ask me questions. So yes, let's do this. I have with me here Favour, and she's been in Dubai for a couple of months now. Favour, can you tell us how long you've been in Dubai?
So I've been in Dubai for about 4 months now. Yes, so 4 months.
Okay, Favour has been in Dubai for 4 months. Favour, do you have a job yet?
No, fortunately no.
Okay, so that's not even funny, but why am I supposed to be laughing? I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like Favour. Like, she's just a happy soul anyway. I know some people are already crying and dying. Oh my god! Say it
It's
again.
not the end of the world.
What made you decide to come to Dubai?
Okay, so a long story basically, but my parents just woke me up one day and were like, would you like to travel out of the country? And of course I said yes. And so they were like, okay, which country do you want to go? I was like, okay, the US, Canada, UK. But there was this cousin of mine that was based in Dubai, but currently has left already. He's in the UK right now. So he was here and he came over to Nigeria for his wedding, and he was talking to my dad that I should come to Dubai, that I would love Dubai and all those blah 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 blah. And he was like, okay, fine, let's do this. And I found myself in Dubai.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it.
So, Favour, can you tell me, like, how has it been not working in this country? Like, how have you been feeling about not working? Do you feel like you have to go back to Nigeria? Do you feel like there's no way for you here? Or how do you feel about being here and not working?
Well, it's not been funny. I must say it's not been funny, but I thank God for God. Yeah, because it's been my strength. And yeah, it got to a particular point. I was like, you know what? While coming to Dubai, I booked 2-way tickets, right? Going and coming. Let me just go home. I'm tired already, because I'm not exaggerating right now, but I've made over 100 applications. No jokes. And you know what it means, making so many applications and nothing?
The reason why I asked Favour that question is because I want you guys to like see that you're not alone. Like, these things you are facing is real, like it's happening, and we're all aware of it. It's a struggle, and it's not even a struggle for just Nigerians. Like, literally anybody from any country, it's hard to get a job here. So it's good if you find a job, try to sustain it, because there are loads of people out there searching for a job and cannot find. And everyone's story is different. She's been here for 4 months now. She submitted over 100 applications and she still doesn't have a job. And she's not losing her joy because of that. She's talking about God. She's still mentioning how God is with her and God is faithful regardless, and that's the only thing keeping her going. So just imagine if she doesn't have a job and she doesn't have God as well. Anyway, let me not start preaching. So, Favour, do you have any question to ask me?
Yes. Okay, so I mean, you are someone I admire so much. She's my friend, but I admire her a lot, and I thank God for God's grace on her life. Okay, so regardless of the Nigerian visa issue and all this, so can you tell us, Buki, how were you able to secure the job, and what visa are you under currently?
Okay, how I was able to secure the job. First of all, I would say it's like God directing me. And first thing that I want you to do before coming to this country, if you decide to come to this country, is to commit it in God's hands. Like, and since I came here so far, I felt like God has just been with me, because before now, you guys know I used to work in the expo, and now expo ended, and I had to find another job, and somehow I just got connected. My friend introduced me to this new job, and voila, that's it. And so it just so happens that in the midst of the old Nigerians are not getting visa, Nigerians are not getting visa, I got a job in the free zone area where they're approving visas to Nigerians. So I know you guys have questions about what free zone is. I'll answer that later. But basically, how I got the job was just connection. It was just somebody referring me to somebody that saw me work and liked my work ethic, and introduced me to someone else that then employed me, and that was how I got the job. And as per the visa, it just so happened, like, I wasn't even searching for a job in a free zone area. I wasn't even searching for a job in a free zone area, because at that time I didn't even know that they were only approving visas in free zone. I was just searching for a job generally. I got this job, and it's free zone, and then it happened that they're approving visas for Nigeria in free zone, right? So I will explain to you what free zone is shortly. I didn't know anything about free zone. I knew that Expo was a free zone area, right? And that was how I was able to get the visa in Expo. But I didn't know that beyond Expo, they actually had free zones in the UAE, right? So until I got this job, and then they explained to me that this area is free zone and your visa will be a free zone visa. So that brings us to the question, right? What is a free zone visa? Or what is a free zone generally? It was mandatory that everyone that wants to establish their company in the UAE, they have to share, like, the capital. 51% of the capital has to belong to a UAE national. So every business you see in the UAE, like 51% of the capital of that business, of the ownership of that business, is to a UAE national. So you cannot register your company here without a UAE national, backing you. So, and then in 2018, they decided to start this new law whereby they have, like, some areas in the UAE that are like free zone areas, and then expatriates or foreign investors that want to start their own company and have like 100% ownership can come to the UAE and establish their businesses in those areas, but it has to be only in those areas. So that's why they call it free zone. Everybody that has a job in any of those companies would also have a free zone visa, and they also have like a law, like they have their own law. It's still binding under the UAE law, but they have their own special laws. And for example, the free zone visa is 3 years. Normally the work visa is for 2 years. So there are some differences like that. And so that's just basically what the free zone is nothing special, it's not anything big. And what areas do we have free zone in Dubai? I mean, I have a paper because I actually studied for you guys. So what areas do we have free zones in Dubai? We have free zone in the Expo, for example. We have free zone in Dubai Media City. Dubai Media City is also a free zone area. DIFC, which is Dubai International Financial Center, that's where we are right now. This area is also a free zone area. So it means that if you get a job in any of these areas, your visa will be a free zone visa. I don't know like the in-depth of these things, but I mean just the general knowledge. It just means that these companies are owned by expatriates and they have their 100% ownership of the company, and they, in fact, I think they are even excluded from certain taxes. I'm not sure. The work visa is easy to get. Unlike the general work visa, you have to thumbprint, you have to do blah blah blah. But this one is very easy to get. You just have to go for your medicals, and that you just have to fill a form, go for your medicals, and that's it. And the medical is so fast, so easy. It's not like there's no long queue. And then You know, they have tax holidays. I mean, finance people will understand that term. And they have, you know, 100% import exemptions. They have 100% repatriation of capital and profit. And every free zone has its own employment rules.
Yeah.
So it's, you just have to find out what are the employment rules for the free zone you are in. So right now I'm in DIFC. I have to read about the employment rules of DIFC. So that's pretty much what free zone is. So Favor, do you understand what free zone is?
Really interesting. Really interesting.
Did you know this before?
Well, I've been hearing about free zone, but I was like, okay, what is free zone again? But I think this is interesting. I think it's even better than the label or whatever. This is very
So
interesting.
one thing I would say is, now that I know, I mean, I didn't have this information before. Like I said, I didn't even try to get a job in free zone. It just happened that I got connected to this job.
Yeah.
So what I would say is, I've seen a couple of Nigerians working here, and obviously they have a visa. So if you have the opportunity, you can just add it to your search. I'm not saying that it will click. I'm not saying that I have any connection. You know what I mean? But you can just give it a shot. At least if you are searching for a job in a free zone, you are 70% sure that you will get a visa. Because it's not just about getting a job now. It's actually about getting a visa. Because what if you get a job and they tell you they cannot process your visa for you?
And it happened to me.
Right?
I got a really good job. I was so excited. I signed the contract and they told me I was to resume on the 1st of last month. And for me to go to do the physical formalities and everything, and I'm like, they tried to do your visa and I wanted to. I was so sad. Oh my god! Just when I thought my prayers were already answered, they couldn't do my visa. It was so sad, really sad. Well,
So that's another thing you need to note. Like, I'm not saying you should stop searching for a job in those places, because the rule can change at any time. They might start giving Nigerians visa. But just to add to your search, you might want to consider checking free zones, because at least you're certain. At least they gave me my own visa. I mean, there was no problem. There was nothing about whether I'm a Nigerian or not. So I think that you should also consider searching for a job in free zones, and be specific about what you're searching for. So if you go into a restaurant and you're like, any job you have, like, just be specific. Like, okay, waitress, or maybe cleaner or runner or whatever. Just be specific about what you want, and then you can tell them. And hopefully, by the grace of God, you would find something that you're looking for. I understand everything. I mean, this is my friend and she's going through it, so I understand everything. And if I've told her to go for 1 or 2 interviews already. So if I have a connection, if I have a direct connection, I would place her there. Like, I'm also just starting up, but I believe that I'm building up that connection. So very soon, I would also be able to connect other people.
Yeah, we're
right?
all relying on God's grace. So we are all relying on God's grace. So that's it.
So, Favor, do you have any more questions for me?
Oh, well, yes. Okay, so this question is for people that are already in UAE searching for a job, or you're about to come and you're maybe with a panel of, let's say, judges now. Okay, but you're going through an interview process and you're being asked this question.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What is your salary expectation? Because I realize that this question has caused a lot of problem for people. You will go Jagaba, you go and mention this one particular amount. Sorry. So what do you think? Do you think, what should you say when they ask that kind of very tricky question? What should you say?
Okay, so I mean, I am also into human resources. I actually did a course in CIPD. So whatever I'm about to say now is not just based on head knowledge. It's actually what I studied, right? So I mean, my lecturer was telling us, because we asked that question to my lecturer, like, when they ask you what is your salary expectation, what should you say? And she was like, just tell them, simple and straight, whatever the standard is for this role. Like, what I'm okay with, whatever the standard is for this role. That puts the HR or whoever is interviewing you in a state of dilemma, because they know that if you have already told them that whatever it is, the standard is for this role, whatever the salary is for this role, that's what you should give me. If you have already told them that, then if you eventually get the job and you find out that they are paying you less than your colleague, then it will be a problem. You will be able to talk. You'll be able to, because you didn't ask for any salary. You told them, so they because every role should have a salary, fixed salary. So if it's receptionist, this is how much you are paying our receptionist. If it's admin, this is how much you are paying our admin. Facility, this is how much you are paying our facility manager. So it's only mago they try to do, especially in Dubai, where they will be asking you what's your salary expectation, and then if they don't hire you because of what you say, it's most likely because they didn't want to hire you anyway. Because if it's about the salary, they can as well just tell you how much they are willing to pay you. People that actually know what they are doing, companies that are actually genuine and honest, they will tell you how much, even if it is small. I apply staff, they should be able to tell you, okay, this is how much we are offering for this role. Then if you want it, you take it. If you don't want it, you don't take it. So don't fall for it. Don't feel stressed. Don't feel like I have to answer this question. You don't have to. Like, whatever it is you're giving for this role, make sure you mention whatever the standard is for this role.
So apparently, do not mention a particular amount.
No, don't mention any amount. It's a trap. If they ask you how much were you getting in your previous job, you can tell them. That makes sense. But if they're telling you what you expect for this role, what are you paying this role? Whatever you are paying for this role is what I am expecting, and that's it. So I mean, just, I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. Because the reason why I asked was the job I got, I told you guys about. They asked me what was my salary, and I told them a particular amount. I didn't know any of all this. And okay, so when I read on the contract that you are not to disclose your salary to anyone else. Apparently, there are people that are earning more than me. So this thing can put you in a trap that you are limited to that particular. Now that particular position you may be earning more, but because you mentioned maybe 1,200 and you're supposed to earn 6,000, they won't tell you that you have to earn 6,000. They will accept you with your 1,200, and then you're suffering, and they're paying other people 10,000. You're collecting 1,200. So do not mention a particular amount. Don't be like me.
So I have one final one for Favor. Favor, do you have anything to say to people that are just in your honest opinion? Don't say it because I'm here. Like, in your own, because there are lots of people messaging me like, oh, I want to come to Dubai, I'm planning to come to Dubai. Do you think it's a good time with everything I'm hearing about visa, blah blah blah? Do you think it's a good time to come here, or do you think I should still chill first? Like, be honest. Like, should we come to Dubai?
Do you want the answer? Okay, now let me be honest. Okay, so there was a particular point in my life that I was telling my friend, I was like, I would not even advise my enemy. I would not advise my enemy to come to Dubai because I am suffered. I've suffered. But what I would tell you is pray. Okay. What has kept me this long? You know what? It is 4 months without no source of income, and Dubai is expensive. Dubai is expensive, my darling. So plan yourself, pray and ask God. If God is leading you to Dubai, then come. That has been my encouragement so far, because God gave me peace, God gave me the assurance, and I'm so sure it's going to settle me. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm so sure that I'm going to be really settled here in Dubai. Yeah, I'm so sure. I don't know. Sometimes I cry. I have my down moments. I cry. I break down. I ask God, God, show me mercy. Just help me. But just make sure God is leading. If God is not leading you, my dear, stay in wherever you are. Don't come, yo. Hey, don't come. Seriously. But if God is leading you, be sure that He's going to order your steps and He's going to direct your path.
And be prepared.
Be prepared, though. Be prepared, though. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. But Dubai is beautiful. You would enjoy it here. It's so peaceful and very beautiful.
And safe.
And safe. Very safe. You can walk 4 a.m. It's very safe.
Okay, so Favor, since you have decided to start this video by impersonating me, I'll allow you end this video now. So you have to tell them to subscribe to my channel, to watch my videos, to do whatever, anything you want to say. Just tell them, thank them for watching this video, wish them good luck, whatever you want to say, but you're ending this video, okay?
Okay, guys. Okay.
I'll leave. It's only you.
Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Okay, so please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications so that whenever I post more videos, you get it. Okay, God bless you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Favor.